Hey everybody, it's Wick here, and I have a mega haul video, probably the biggest one I've ever done. This is just half of my stuff I put on the table, and I'm going to have to do the other half after I do half the video and then move the rest of the stuff, or just be piled way too high to even do this correctly. So it's going to be a long video. This is from the last 8 days. I went on a road trip to Alabama, and I went through Indiana, Tennessee, Kentucky, and thrifted in all those places, and stopped at some Goodwills, and done a lot of sourcing in Alabama. So I'm just going to show you what I got. I think I did pretty well. It was a very enjoyable trip, but let's just jump right into it. Just show you this stuff. We got a TP link here. I paid $8 for this at a thrift store in Alabama. I believe it sells for $30 or $40 some. I believe I'm making $25. Now remember, I'm not going to be able to remember the prices on all this stuff because, it's kind of a blur at this point. I just got home and I've been driving a lot. So this Sony internal floppy drive seems to be new in box. It was $5. I think I'll get $25 on that if I interpreted the rank right and remember correctly. Got these at Bed Bath & Beyond. They're Marilyn Monroe calendars for this year. They had all their calendars 70% off. There's a lot of calendar opportunities there. But yeah, there was some money to be made there. I think about $10 a piece. They had a great rank. I picked these up at TJ Maxx. I got these mostly for a test. They were $20, and I don't source a lot of clothing at TJ Maxx, but they're normally $70, and they're on Amazon for $89.99. They got good reviews, but clothing rank in Amazon doesn't really show up that well. It's hard to decipher. Plus, I'm not that educated in it because I don't sell a lot of clothing. But this is brand new, and it's my size, so if it doesn't sell, then I'll just keep it for myself. And it may be hard not to just keep them anyway, because I've been looking for a pair like this. But yeah, I'll probably price them at $69.99. I should make about $25 profit if they sell. These are at Bed Bath & Beyond. They ended up being $5 in the end. Wonder Wallet had a great rank, like over 2,000 reviews. I think it was about $10 profit on each one. They sold for like $20 or something. Maybe it was more like $8 or $9 profit, but they had like 40 of them. I went ahead and just got 10. Because they are selling on eBay a lot lower than Amazon. So with that rank and everything, I think they'll do all right. Picked these up in Alabama. They were Woodmates, just some stain applicators. I remember I'll make $5 on them. I think they were $1.90. So not a bad ROI. I picked this up at a St. Vincent de Paul in Alabama. It's $5. They sell actually for like $27 on Amazon with a great rank. I tested them and everything there, and they sound great. They're noise canceling headphones. So we'll see. Should make $15 on the end on those. These I got at Home Depot in Clarksville, Tennessee, I remember. $10 profit in each one, just some tools. There's 4 of them, $40 profit. I believe these were $20 profit. I got these at Home Depot in Alabama. There's 4 of them, so 2, 4, 6 is like $80 there, if I remember correctly. I got all these Stinger replacement bulbs. They were at $2.90, normally $15.97. Not the greatest season right now, but being winter time for mosquitoes. But mosquitoes will return. They shall return indeed. And I'm thinking it's going to be possible to make $8 to $10 on these. I believe these are the ones I sold last year, and they went up to about $20. Now, if Amazon doesn't come in on the listing or something, it's even better because, yeah, they're probably going to be $10 profit. And I got a lot of them here. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20. It looks like 21, so probably over $200 just on those. Almost $300 just on the Home Depot stuff here. This wine tasting party kit I got in Alabama, and it was... what did I pay for this? TJ Maxx, paid $8 for it. I believe my profit is about $10 on that with a decent rank. It's actually in books. It's a book, not a game or anything. It might be a game too. I don't know, but it was under the book category when I scanned it. Headbands at a random thrift store in Alabama. Don't know what that says. I think $2.99 maybe. But it was $3 or something after tax. So I make about $15 on that. I think it was $27 on Amazon. You got these Stormtrooper Star Wars bedspreads. These ended up being $15 in the end after the additional 75% off of Bath & Beyond. I had a couple of them. I had to be careful what I was buying because the big stuff, I had to leave a lot of big stuff. Actually, I met up with Hella Bella. She has a YouTube channel, Hella Bella. But I gave her a lot of the big stuff I found because I had no way to get it home. My car was packed completely full. But I think there's no one on the listing on these, so I'm going to go ahead and price these at $99.99. I'm thinking I'll make about $40, $50, probably $50 profit on these. They should sell for that. Yeah, so $100 there. Where are we at here? This puzzle, I picked this up in Indiana somewhere, a Goodwill. It was $4. Not on Amazon. It's a 3,000 piece puzzle, really nice. I looked up the puzzle on eBay, and it was actually one selling from France, shipped from France for I think $50 plus like $14 shipping. So I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and price mine on eBay probably like $40, and we'll see what happens. Maybe a bit higher if I find like better comps to compare it to. Seems like a really nice puzzle. You see over here, actually, let me get over. I'm sorry it's a bit dark. It is getting dark out, of course, and my lighting sucks. Just a puzzle. I'll make $10 profit on this. Got these at some place in Alabama. It was like a bargain hunt, or they just get a bunch of like a lot of stuff. They had a lot of these. This is a Boondock Saints 2 puzzle. Fortunately, it was $4.95. The only reason it was bought was because there was no one selling it, and the Boondocks movies have sort of a cult following, so it's kind of a unique puzzle. 1,000 piece, pretty nice puzzle, I guess. So you price it at like $30, see what happens. Worst case scenario, should be able to get your money back. I got these at the same place. This is kind of a big score if everything goes right. These were $1.50 a piece, and they're on Amazon for $14.99. So the rank was like 300 in home, so it's not the best rank in the world, but it is a very sellable rank. So over time, at that price, I think it was like $9 or $10 profit. I got 30 some of these, so I don't know, do the math, 200, 300, I don't know. But pretty good find there. Got this ink cartridge. The box is open, but it is new in the plastic. It was $3.99. Got this in Rushville, Indiana, I believe. It's about $50. With it being an open box, maybe it's a little less, but I don't know. It's going to be in the $40 to $60 range. Because the new ones, I don't think these type of ink expire. If it's expired, it'd be significantly less. But could be up to, I know on Amazon they're like $90. So that same Goodwill, these two guys are sitting there next to each other. $1.99. Goodwill Indiana is right on everything. I don't know what that is, 1BR. They have a nice scannable UPC, which I do like. Speeds up checkout. But I don't know why they have to write that on everything. Like, what's the point of that? They also have like a members card, rewards card. They kept asking me, like, I wish I could get a rewards card. I should have, because I'll probably go back through there multiple times in my life. But yeah, here's a Discman. I didn't look at either of these up, but I've sold the white versions of this before for like $24. Discmans I still think sell for like $20, $24. I don't know. There may be better models. Some of the models do better. But either way, I mean, that's just bread and butter, easy money. Got this at a Goodwill in Tennessee. Just a thermometer. I think I got this at a garage sale like last year. And I think I'll make like 10, 15 bucks on that. Got this Wii Rock Band dongle, 99 cents. This is an easy $10 bill. The dongles don't sell as well as they used to, but Still good to pick up if you're getting them for like 99 cents. Here's a remote. Panasonic Blu-ray disc player remote for 99 cents. This thing sells $25 all day, so it's going to be an easy $15 bill. You see stacks of books. I don't know if these are all my books because I still got tons of bags and stuff to get out, but here's a lot of them. Going sourcing with Bella. She buys a lot of books and she knows what she's doing and she's fast and she takes all the books very quickly. But yeah, books not my strong point, but I do like to pick them up. And I did find some decent ones. I mean, I probably picked up at least a couple $100 in books, $200 to $300 in books. It's just hard to say. There's some $40 or $50 books in there. There's one that could be $200. Actually, is it this one? I don't think it's this one. That's some gambling book that had like software with it. But yeah, we'll see if I can get that price. But yeah, the books are always, you know, great to pick up. I would say they're bread and butter items. So let me clear this table off and put the rest of the stuff out and I'll go through that. Okay, everybody, I've replenished the table. I got those 2 stacks of books there. I just left them there. Here's the other book stack that wasn't shown. Just paperbacks. I got most of them at St. Vincent de Paul. Paperbacks are 50 cents, hardback $1. The Goodwills in Indiana were like $2.50 for a hardback. It was kind of insane. And I noticed like every single Goodwill in Indiana had Amazon FBA stickers on stuff. I'd say 70% of the books had Amazon FBA stickers. I don't know if Amazon's just donating them, you know, when people have them set to destroyed, or there's a huge reseller that just, you know, doesn't sell enough and ships it into Amazon. There's a lot of return labels too. And I did start off, I recorded like a full day as I was going to the stores. But then after the second day, after I got to Alabama, I just really slacked. We were sourcing for about, all day for like 3 days straight. And it was just real tiring. Didn't get a lot of good footage. I didn't want to make this video, you know, 8 hours of me just, here I am at this Goodwill in this city. Here's what I found. And trying to do it out of a car. So I just scrapped all of that and didn't want to waste your time. But if you're into that kind of stuff, like wanted to see where I was and everything, the footage wasn't that great, and I do apologize for not trying harder. But let's get through the second half of this. First is I stopped at a Walmart. I believe it was Rushville, Indiana. This was a hole-in-the-wall Walmart. Like, this wasn't even a super Walmart. It was the smallest Walmart I've ever been in. And they had these R2-D2 remote control, app-controlled things, toys. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But they were $19. Normally, I think $100. Right now on Amazon, you know, since Walmart's clearancing all this stuff, there's a ton of people coming in. The price has been driven down to like $58, which you can still double your money at. I'm going to hold mine, hopefully get back up to the premium price. These things will sell well. People will eventually sell out. Even if I have to sell at Christmas time next year, I'm going to make at least $20 a piece on them. Probably more like $40 a piece. I got 5 of them. So pretty good there. A couple more toys from Walmart from that store. One was like $15. One was like $7 or $10. I don't remember exactly. So that was my first day I found those. So I don't remember exactly the numbers. But not bad. That was the only stuff I found at Walmart on the trip. Well, I did find some larger items that I ended up giving to or letting Bella buy. I mean, I found them, I guess. But I was like, here, take these. They're too big for me. They were like some bug sprayers. It was like, I don't know, $20, $25 profit on those. But here is a Brita water filter of some sort. This will be about $15 profit. Paid $5 for it at Goodwill, Indiana. Here we have, these are at St. Vincent de Paul that I went to. They ended up being half off. Don't have everything ready to show on that, but from that store. But yeah, these things, I think about $25, $30 profit. It was pretty good. This was like $8 or $10 profit. I got this as a Fish and Loaves in Alabama. There's a ton of them there. Do you know what's not in Alabama? Goodwills. I did not go to one Goodwill in Alabama because all the major cities we were in just did not have any Goodwills. I don't know where they start. having Goodwills in Alabama, but there's some opportunity for Goodwill expansion there, let me tell you. Picked this up at a Salvation Army, this work group switch. It's $5. Now this thing was $69.99, and then that was FBA price, and the next price was like $20 new. Now I sold one of these recently, not this exact one, but it was $69.99, and I thought, you know what? There's a big gap between prices of merchant and FBA. I did not expect to sell it for $69.99. It sold really quick, so I'm going to price this one high and see if it sells, even though there's a gap of like $40. People don't look, and they'll still buy FBA because that's the price that's showing. And got some home stores, kind of like a TJ Maxx. It was $2. $5 a piece profit on these, so $20. There's my first time in one of those stores. These are at St. Vincent de Paul. It was 3 for $1. So I went and picked those up because I bundled with electronics. Believe it or not, this is the only sealed VHS I found my whole trip. It's not even really a good one. It's all right, but yeah, I just picked it up because I believe it was a quarter at St. Vincent. I couldn't believe I wasn't finding sealed VHS. 2 audiobooks out of Fish and Loaves. Here they have stickers. Each sticker represents a price. So I had to keep looking at a chart. So I don't remember what these prices were, but I believe this was like a $20 bill that I'll make, and I believe this was like 10 maybe. And then a 2-pack of 78mm, that was like $1 or $2. I just sold a 2-pack recently for $27 on Amazon, so great profits on that. Here I got these in a Goodwill. I had to pay up for these. They were $14.99. They are 2 Rhino label printers, like industrial type label printers. They got power adapters. Got a bunch of looks to be new ink in there with them, and manuals. So based on my research, not super in-depth research, I think I can get $40 to $50 a piece on these. Between the two, it ended up being $7.50 a piece, basically, for each one. So I should do pretty well on those. These Halo, I don't know what they are, recessed trim. Got these at a Lowe's. They were like $4, I think, a piece. And on Amazon, they were going for like $26. So I think it was about $12 or $15 profit a piece. I got, 6 in the box, 10 of them. Funny thing about this, when I was checking out, I told the lady, this box has 6 of them in there. Six of these in here. Turns out, in the end, she didn't charge me for all 6. She charged me for 1. So, I mean, I told her, I pointed it out. So, what are you going to do? I'll take it. So, that's just more money in my pocket in the end. I bought these recently locally at Lowe's. And I paid like $7 for them. And they sell for like $24.99. Basically, in the end, about a little over double my money. But at this Lowe's, they were $1.90. So, yeah, I picked up 4 of them. I should make at least $10, $15 on those. So these things add up over time. There's another Lowe's we went to, and they had these too, but they're like $12. So, I mean, just every store is different with their clearance prices. This Lightkeeper Pro, believe it or not, these things are a popular seller, selling for about $22. This Goodwill robbed me, though. I mean, they priced this thing at $6. I usually find these for $2 or $3. And, of course, they write 5BR. Don't know what it means. There's an Indiana Goodwill. But in the end, I'll make about $8 or $9. I mean, it's an easy money, so I figured I'll pay $6 to more than double my money, even though I don't want to. This was 99 cents at a random mom and pop type thrift store. I think it was like a church, actually. It was larger and kind of commercialized, but I think it was like, came from a church. Anyway, 99 cents. This thing is on Amazon with a pretty good rank, if I remember right, for $35, something like that. So in the end, I'll probably make $20, $25. I don't remember exactly. Stack of books, like I said, if I can get them for 50 cents and I can make $2 or $3 on them when they have great ranks, then I pick them up. I'm still developing my Book strategy. My book strategy in the past was, I wanted to make at least $5, with 5 to 10 with a good rank, and I was very picky on how I pick books. But my eyes have been opened a little bit, and I'm realizing, yeah, if you can get good ranked books for 50 cents and you're making $3 on them, they're worth dealing with because you get so many of them over time. They're not the most enjoyable thing to go through because you're constantly having to make decisions. Like, can I price this for $11.99? You're checking the new price, that's $14. Can I price this at $11.99 and still make money? Because the fees on books went up. I've sold a ton of books in my day, but once they made it so you can't have more than, well, usually I would have just a copy of a book in forever, and now it's 6 months, and that really hurts long tail book items. So, yeah, books aren't the easiest thing to sell anymore. But, I'm trying to retrain my mind with that. I picked this up at a random thrift store. This thrift store was priced so high. I think they had like 8 different prices for their books, like every different size, and they were all high and stupid. But this phone is an office phone, great rank on Amazon. These things typically do pretty well. I don't even remember. I think it was like $15 or $20 profit. Nothing to really test, but plug it in here. See if you hear a dial tone. Trying to talk fast. This video ain't a millennium. I got this phone too. This was $2.99. This is what brand is it? Ameriphone amplified telephone for the hard of hearing. These things typically do well. I think it was about a $20 bill as well. It has a little light that flashes when it rings. So anything for the handicapped will typically do fairly well. So I picked this up at a Goodwill. This is a Samsung Hi8 camcorder. It's got the book and battery and charger. Battery probably needs replaced, but it was $10, and case is a Samsonite case, not an actual case for it. It's a little dirty. Probably still include the case. Might even buy a battery for it. We'll see. But it'll be sold on eBay. I didn't even check Amazon. But if I do replace the battery and it works fine, I probably will sell it on Amazon if I can get more. And it seems to be a good rank. But on eBay anyway, they're selling for about $80 to $100 pretty consistently. And this has everything, so should be no problem. I'll probably price it at $100. It's in great condition. So a sweet find there. Got this at Lowe's. I only took one, and there was like 4 of them because I didn't have room for everything. They were $23. I forget what they sell for. I think it was like $40 to $50 profit. I know Bella took the rest of them because she had the advantage with larger stuff since she wasn't on the road. These just some puzzles down here. These things were priced. They had a ton of these, probably like 50 of them. See if I can get the price. $3.95. The funny thing about these puzzles were they were priced at $5.95, except there's some random ones priced at $3.95 in there. So they had a 300,000 rank in toys, and they sold for 20 some bucks. I think about $10 profit on these. I don't know. I could have got all of them probably for $3.95, but just a little bit, worrisome to if the rank goes down more or more people jump in. It was pretty empty on the listing, so I think they'll be all right. So down here, I didn't have room on the table. Here's the electronics I got. Oddly enough, Alabama. Once you get into Alabama, there's just no electronics anywhere. They're so hard to find. Not even a VCR. Not even really junky electronics. They're just bare at all the thrift stores. But here's these combos that I've bought and sold many times. I sell these for $150. I'm assuming they still sell in that range. Didn't have the remotes, but you can buy the remotes fairly cheap. And if I don't sell it with a remote, it'll be a bit less than $150. But in the end, I'm going to make at least $100 on these, I think. Usually do, if they work. Both of these were $4.99. 2 different models, but pretty much the exact same thing. So, yeah, I hope they work. Usually the VCR side does not. But for $5, I figured I'd take a chance to make, a couple $100. So, and here on the bottom we have a Sony 5-disc changer. I bought this for $14.99. Plugged it in, opened it, it seemed to work. It's the best I could test it. It comes with the remote. Is the biggest reason I bought it, and the second biggest is probably because it had a good rank, like 25,000 electronics. But after it sells, there'll be a $100 bill as well, because I think it's like 138. So I'm just estimating about $300 between the electronics here. So not a whole lot of electronics, and I'm happy with that because I still got so many to deal with. I'm liking the stuff that's just, I can get prepped for Amazon and sent out. Not a whole lot of eBay stuff either, luckily, so I won't have to deal with, listing this stuff. So it should be able to it should be pretty easy to move. And finally, for my haul here, I got this box for $5 at a St. Vincent de Paul. It's a bunch of aquarium stuff. There's a lot of brand new stuff, so that's why I picked it up. Like, some of these sell for like $8 and something, some of them like $4 profit. So there's a couple that sold for $24.99. Assuming it's all new, it definitely looks new. And some of it don't sell for enough. These, I don't know what they sell for, but there's no one selling them, so I can maybe sell them for, $14.99. Maybe somebody wants them. Just a bunch of random stuff in here. A lot of it will probably get thrown away, but I figured I'm at least doubling my money. The stuff that was priced $24, the rank was a little bit high, but it will hopefully still sell. This thing's been open. Some test kits, but there's some like statues in there. Maybe I could just sell locally. Here's like a heater for an aquarium. Don't think they sell for much, but we'll see. I'll estimate what, 25, 50 bucks, depending on what this seal stuff comes for. Once I see that I can at least double my money on one box of stuff in here, I went ahead and just made the purchase. So we'll just see how much that ends up being in the end. But yeah, that's my haul. We got a lot of work to do, but it was really fun. A little bit stressful, but in the end, definitely, it's so hard to make an estimate. I think 2,500 plus. $2,000 to $3,000 could be another estimate. I mean, there's just a lot of, like, the books. I don't even know, 200 to 300, maybe more. I mean, there's some good books in there. It's an evil looking cat over there, isn't it? But got a bag of receipts to deal with. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff here, and I definitely can't complain. I'm going to do all right in the end. But I want to thank you for watching. Please hit that thumbs up button if you like this video. I really do appreciate it. Please subscribe if you want to see more haul videos and more just random videos about reselling, making money on the internet, all that garbage I do. But yeah, it's been Wick. Till next time.